Good morning, Aries, and welcome to my channel. This is the Oracle of Zoraya Utranaya, and today I will be doing a reading for the week of April the 21st to April the 27th, 2024. This week on the Tuesday, we have the full moon in Scorpio, and we have just gone through the Uranus-Jupiter conjunction in Taurus on the 20th. Okay, so I've already cut your decks and I've shuffled your cards 6 times utilizing the numerology of the date April the 21st, 2024. All right, let's jump right in here. First card we have is the Seven of Swords. Okay, so the Seven of Swords is a card that can be interpreted as illustrating lying, cheating, or stealing. And usually this could be regarding your thoughts or ideas or things that you are working on. Okay, so just be mindful of that as you start your week. If you're going through your week, if you're working on any projects, perhaps be mindful to keep the important things to yourself. So what something that is resonating with me is I've started my own business, right? And I have a website. And so you want to put enough on your website to gain interest, right? But you're not giving too much away so that other people who might be doing the same thing can steal your ideas and utilize it to their own advantage. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I have 3 planets in Aries, so this is resonating with me. Okay, and so, but on the other side of the coin of this card, it on the normal Rider-Waite deck, it is a golden card. And so that signifies good, like good energy, okay? And this card, there's a gentleman on the normal Rider-Waite card, and he is going into an opposing army's encampment, like camp, because he's at war. His army is at war with another army, and he's going into the army and stealing their sword. So no blood will be shed. So this is a card of strategy, okay? This is, or maybe you are even looking to what your competitors are doing as well, which is totally available, right? This is the information age. There's a lot of different things you can do, but you're being strategic on how you're moving forward with respects to some sort of project, some sort of high side hustle. If you're an entrepreneur, this can be something, or like it doesn't even, if you're not one of those things, it's just something in your life. You're being strategic with how you approach a situation. Okay, so maybe if it is within your job, and you are wanting a raise, you're looking into being diplomatic, and being strategic and not kind of leading with your emotions. Okay, you want to be logical, you want to be strategic. Okay, so something that is very useful that I've actually started using, I've had some people inquire about prices into my service, and then not wanting to pay for some time of like my service and whatnot. So I utilized ChatGPT to, I asked, what is a diplomatic way to go about answering this question? And, and it was a really diplomatic, professional way that wasn't emotional, that wasn't like, this is my price and that is it. Okay, so frick off, right? Utilizing technology, right? Swords, technology, to strategize and move forward in a strategic way. Okay, and not being too emotional, okay, because people can manipulate you if you are too emotional. So if there's a situation that is coming up where it has made you emotionally upset, or something's triggered you with how someone has approached you in a certain situation, you don't need to react right away either. Okay, even if it's an email, in text, in person, you don't have to respond right away. And I would encourage you not to, Aries, because you are an Aries. You are impulsive. I have my sun, moon, I have my sun, my Mercury, and my Mars in Aries. So I always need to be careful on how I react and how I communicate, because I can come across really aggressive when I'm trying my best not to be. And we're still in Mercury retrograde here. So you want to be mindful on how you are communicating and how you are presenting yourself to the world. Okay. So don't respond right away, and collect yourself and come up with a way that you are going to respond, and maybe have someone else even approve what you're going to say, how you respond to something, because that's what I have done too. I'm like, is this a nice way to say this? Be like, yes, or maybe you should take that out or something, right? So being mindful of how you communicate, not responding immediately. You know, we are in a world where people expect us to respond immediately, and you really don't have to. You can put up your boundaries to that, and you have every right to collect your thoughts and not respond emotionally, especially when someone might be trying to trigger you emotionally. So you say something stupid. Okay. That was a lot of information from that one card. All right. Next, we have justice. Okay, so you want to make sure you are responding in a just and diplomatic manner with whatever it is this is. Okay, and you're being strategic. Okay, the judge looks at both sides of the situation, and he acts logically and based on the facts, right? He does not respond emotionally, and you should not respond emotionally when you are a judge like this, or when you're making a big decision. Excuse me. He looks at both sides, the pros and the cons, and he takes his time coming to a decision. So I think this is actually really predominant for us Aries right now, is making sure you take the time to get your thoughts in order before you are responding to any situation, be it at work or in a personal situation, like in relationships or something. Okay. Now, sorry, my arm hurts. So now we're going to talk a little bit about these scales here. Okay, so you might be getting into some karmic justice or some karmic rewards coming into you because you have been strategic, okay, in how you navigate the world. And perhaps there have been times where people have triggered you before. And if you have responded and led your life with a pure heart, okay, whenever I see the justice card here, I'm reminded of the goddess and concept from the ancient Egyptian pantheon, Ma'at. And she symbolizes balance in the universe and within ourselves. And she, after you die, she weighs your heart against a feather. And if you led your life with pure intentions, and you were a good person and you had integrity and your heart was lighter than a feather, that would determine the direction you would go in the afterlife. And the same thing goes if your heart was heavier than a feather, that would determine where you would go in the afterlife in a different direction. So you are being encouraged to, although you are being strategic, make sure that you are living with good intentions, and balancing out your dark and light as well. Okay, so in business, things need to be done for business's sake, right? So sometimes you have to remove your emotions from it. And sometimes you have to dig deep down inside within your shadow side. I'm not just talking about business either, but there are no good or bad emotions, right? They are there for a reason, and they are there to communicate with us. Okay, so listen to your emotions and integrate both the dark and the light part and balance it out. Okay, one should not be more predominant than the other, because they are all useful to us moving forward. And then you can kind of see if people are trying to, if you're at war with certain aspects of either competition or personalities. You might want to tap into the darker side of yourself so you can see what other people might have potential of doing to you, right? It's not always about you doing it to other people, but if you can see the dark side in yourself or have integrated and balanced it out, it can tell you more about other people's motivations and what their next steps are going to be in this 5D chess war that you're in, that you're needing to be strategic about. Okay? But lead with your heart. Lead with your heart, and perhaps this is also like something to do with the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction that will have been just on the Saturday of the prior of that weekend, right before the 21st. So perhaps some of your karmic rewards are coming into you because you have been making some smart moves with respects to some decisions that you have been making. Yeah, you have been making some smart moves. Okay, so things are going to start balancing out, and you're going to be seeing some results. With the Justice card, yeah, and you're going to be seeing some stability coming in with some of your finances. And I know I'm welcoming this myself. So the decisions that you're making, being strategic, leading with your heart, and being mindful of who you share your ideas with, whatever this is that you're working on, this is going to be leading to some more stability coming into you. Okay, so there could be a little bit of an increase of money, not really a lot, like you're not going to win the lottery or something like that, but your finances are going to be stabilizing. Number 4 is a card of stability, of foundation. So things are you're going to be more comfortable and more balanced. You see how he's holding it on the desk. I'm kind of really focusing on how balanced these are right here. Like this, all the straight lines are really standing out to me. And it's like one of those tools that you use to measure straight lines. Like, I'm not remember what that's called. I don't know what it's coming up, but you know, this card can signify money being tight, but that's not what I'm getting at here. I think you have been setting yourself up. You've been making smart moves, and you're being strategic, and things are balancing out now. You're getting some gifts from the universe coming in, some karmic gifts, some karmic rewards based on all of your decisions and your strategies and how you've led with your heart in the past. And now your things are going to start stabilizing for you financially. Okay. So there might be an increase to help stabilize wherever you are at the moment, but you're going to be more comfortable. You're going to be comfortable. Okay. With the 7 of Swords, we have a home in the sky. Okay, so for some people, you know, for other signs, I've got this card, and I thought, and then, you know, based on the other cards that we have gotten, it was about moving, but I think this is about your ideas. Okay. So when you think about dream analysis and stuff like that, and you have a house in your dream, if you ever studied Carl Jung, the house in a dream can signify different levels of your consciousness based on what floor you are in. Okay, so the bottom would be your unconscious or your subconscious. The main floor would be your running mind, or like your, you know, your day-to-day life and your consciousness. And then the higher levels would be your extrasensory abilities and your, you know, your psychic abilities and stuff like that. So I think your ideas are being elevated, and you are also integrating aspects of your psychic abilities. Okay. Your ideas are they're moving you forward. And, you know, because this is with this, your ideas are moving you forward, and you're tapping into perhaps astrology and or your psychic abilities and your intuition to help you strategize what moves that you need to take moving forward. Okay. So keep in touch, or keep analyzing your dreams. There might be some important aspects in your dreams, but they're going to be lifting you up. All of these nudges, all of this intuitive insights that you might be having, you know, like I had said, lead with your logic and not with your emotion, not get too emotional, but make sure you're tuning into your intuition and your extrasensory abilities here, because they have some insight as to how you should be navigating forward as well. Very interesting reading. Okay. Then this card just keeps coming up with every reading. Okay. Yeah. So remember when I said protect your ideas. Okay. So you have a lot of ideas here, Aries, and they might have been, you might have been taking some time to go through them and get them into some sort of chaotic order, like this nest. When you look at a nest from afar, it might just seem like a big pile of a mass of twigs and hay and grass and cloth and string and whatnot. But when you look closer, it is intricately woven masterpiece and work of art, okay, that a lot of effort has gone into doing. And you put a lot of effort into your ideas and what you've been working on. And I would encourage you, Aries, to protect your eggs. Like, sometimes it can be about money, but this is not about money. This is about your ideas. So protect your ideas from those that might steal it. Don't give too much information about your motivations or your short-term and long-term goals, the intricate details of what you're working on. If you can be a little bit more broad and less specific, if you're marketing yourself and advertising, and give it enough information that you can, like, that is required for people to be interested in, but save the more intricate details for down the road, or like when you're talking to potential customers one-to-one in person, maybe, where they're serious and they're not just snooping on you for their own sake. Okay, I'm using my personal life here, but it might be like so that might not be for business, but it could, like, if you're interested in a person too, okay, I would keep it to yourself. Keep your motivations to yourself, because there might be some people that are trying to steal, or not, that might want to sabotage you. Okay, just keep what you're working on to yourself until you're ready to showcase it to the world fully. Okay, because you have a lot of good ideas here, and you need to be mindful that not everyone is like you, Aries. This is a lesson that I have been working on myself, because I used to be really naive and get hurt with people, because if you have a good heart, you always, when you're younger, you expect that everyone is going to be like you, right? And act like you and have intentions like you, but that's not the case, right? We learned this the hard way. Okay, so have you learned this, Aries? Okay, and the Four of Coins. Yes. So, like I just said, we have been hurt, perhaps. We're good natured, we have a good heart, and the rose has a thorn for a reason, right? And to protect itself. And so now I'm starting to get stuff about money. We're going to be, so yes, protect yourself from predators and stuff, so you can bloom to be the person that you're meant to be. Things are going to be getting a little bit more stable for you now, and financially. And you are going, and the thorns are coming out, like it's a protective. Now this is starting to be a little bit more protective now. So your finances are going to be coming a little bit more stable, and you're going to be able to protect yourself from situations in life that might be a little bit turbulent, that are coming in. Okay. Like globally. But this is going to help you relax, and you're going to be able to not worry about money anymore. And it's going to help you step into your authentic self. Because you're not going to be focused on money. Okay, but it's not going to be too much. But you're going to be comfortable enough that you can start focusing on other things and stepping into your true authenticity. So this, I think this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Taurus, if you want to get more information on that, there are some videos for every sign for that in my channel. But I think that's going to be helping with, this is just the week after, so there's still room for Uranus and Jupiter to expand, and you know, it's not just the day of or the week after, but I think you're going to be rewarded for all of the things that you've been working on. And I think that you've been being strategic. Keep your thoughts and ideas to yourself, and know that your money is going to be stabilizing, and you're going to be able to start stepping into your true authenticity, my dear Aries. Very exciting. If you like this reading, oh no, let's do one more card here. We have, we're going to do an animal spirit card. The moose. Okay, let me get that. Sorry about that. The moose. Let your head and mind reach to the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on the earth, right? So let your mind like reach for the stars, like your ideas are getting movement, right? Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancestors speak through you. You know a lot. So we have accomplishments, opportunities, self-esteem, worthiness, greatness, majesty, wisdom from the elders, instinct, honor, longevity, steadfastness, and fearless. The moose is a powerful totem. It is a unique energy with many contradictions, awkward yet graceful, and plain but beautiful. Moose are masters of wisdom and perception. In spite of their large size, they are swift, confident, and fearless. Moose people always have a strong presence. Their totem stands 7 feet tall with a crown of antlers almost as wide. Their antlers are said to act as antenna to secrets and teachings from the wise ones. So pay attention to your intuition, because I think your spirit guides and your ancestors and your higher self are communicating with you, okay, to help guide you through these strategic endeavors you're undertaking. If moose is your totem, you are a mystic and sit on the council of the ancestors. You are smart and outstanding in your field. You are intuitive, and from an early age, you have experienced connections to spirit that have eluded others. You are a strong survivor. Moose live a long life. Your lofty heights are not for the many, but for the few. With moose as totem, you are sure to travel the long winding path to your destiny, wisdom, and mastery. Have you ever wandered into negative territory? Head for higher ground. Have you ignored your intuition and been led down the wrong path? Do not worry, you are a strong individual that can handle anything. When in struggle, take the higher ground. Okay, if you like this reading, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if that is something that you'd like to do. You can also hit that bell notification to let you know when I release new videos. And if you want a more holistic approach as to what is going on with you during this week, definitely not only check out your sun, but also your moon, your rising, and your Venus. Hope you have a good week, Aries. See you later.